Imagine this. You're in Italy, enjoying a beautiful day in the city of Milan, and suddenly, uh-oh, you frown. You've just broken the law. Or let's say you're wearing heels in Greece, only to find out that you might have just committed an actual crime. Sounds crazy, right? Well, buckle up, because today we're looking into some of the strangest, most bizarre laws from around the world that will leave you scratching your head. And some of these are so weird, you'll wonder how they even became laws in the first place. Let's get started. Starting off in Milan, Italy. Did you know that it's actually illegal to frown in public? According to an old city regulation, you must always smile, except at funerals or hospital visits. This quirky law was put into place to keep the city's atmosphere lively and cheerful. Milan has always been known for its stylish and vibrant culture, and they even passed this law to ensure that everyone stays happy, or at least appear they are. Although it's not enforced today, the idea behind it is fascinating. Imagine getting a fine for your facial expression. Singapore is next on our tour. It's known for being one of the cleanest cities in the world. And one of the reasons for that? Gum is illegal. Since 1992, importing or selling chewing gum has been banned to keep the city's public spaces clean. While you won't be thrown in jail for sneaking in a pack, the fine can be as high as $1,000 for first-time offenders. The law was introduced to prevent gum from being stuck on public property, such as in the subway systems or on the walkways, and it's done wonders for keeping the streets spotless. But seriously, no chewing gum? A little extreme, don't you think? Ladies, this next one's for you. In Greece, wearing high heels at historical sites like the Acropolis is illegal. Why? Because those sharp heels can cause damage to the centuries-old stone structures. Greece is home to some of the most important archaeological sites in the world, and this law was introduced to help preserve them for future generations. The law has been in place for a while, but imagine how you'd feel after spending hours picking out the perfect outfit, only to find out that you can't wear your favorite pair of heels. But hey, when in Greece, comfort is key, and your feet will thank you. Our next stop takes us to Switzerland, famous for finance, chocolates, and mountains. But it is also known for being one of the most animal-friendly countries in the world, and this law proves it. Owning just one guinea pig is considered cruel because these animals are highly social and can get lonely. The law requires you to have at least two, ensuring that they always have a companion. And it doesn't stop there. Guinea pigs are treated like family in Switzerland. The law's goal is to make sure that guinea pigs are kept in the best possible living conditions. And if you can't handle two, you might want to reconsider adopting one in the first place. Talk about a wholesome law. Sticking with the animal theme, in the UK, the British Salmon Act of 1986 has a bizarre rule. It's illegal to handle salmon under suspicious circumstances. But what does that even mean? Well, if you're caught fishing for salmon in an unusual manner, such as using unapproved methods or having suspicious intentions, you could be breaking the law. This law was put in place to protect the salmon population and to ensure that fishing is conducted in an ethical and sustained way. While it's hard to imagine anyone being arrested for suspiciously handling salmon, the law is still in place as part of the UK's extensive fisheries regulation. So, next time you go fishing, make sure it's for the right reasons. Staying in the UK, in Scotland, there's an old law that states a householder must provide toilet facilities to any traveler who requests it. While this law is rarely enforced today, it's still technically on the books. This hospitality law was meant to ensure that those on long journeys had access to basic needs, such as using the bathroom. Over time, this law became a symbol of Scotland's reputation for politeness and generosity, but it has been largely replaced by modern conveniences like public toilets. Still, it's interesting to think that, technically, you could knock on a stranger's door in Scotland and demand use of their bathroom. Though it might be a bit awkward today, but handy to know if you get caught short while fishing for salmon. A hop across the Atlantic for this next one. In Toronto, it's illegal to climb trees in public parks without permission. This peculiar law exists to protect the urban landscape and preserve the environment, as climbing can damage tree roots and branches. It also helps prevent injury from falls, especially in high-traffic areas. While it may sound absurd to some, the rule is in place to ensure people's safety and the health of the city's flora. Climbing a tree in a park might seem harmless, but under this law, it could lead to a fine or even legal trouble. So, if you're planning a tree-hopping adventure in Toronto, better keep your feet firmly on the ground. From climbing trees to taking selfies? In Sri Lanka, taking selfies with religious statues and sacred sites can land you in legal trouble. The country has strong cultural and religious norms, particularly around Buddhism, and disrespecting sacred spaces is taken very seriously. The law forbids posing for selfies in front of temples, shrines, or statues, as it can be seen as a form of desecration. It's not just a matter of respect. Breaking this law can result in fines, or worse, jail time. Travelers are advised to take extra care when visiting religious sites in Sri Lanka and avoid the temptation to snap a quick selfie with a Buddha statue or other sacred icon. Some of us may have been guilty of this next law. I know I have. In Samoa, forgetting your wife's birthday could get you into serious trouble, legally. The country has a tradition that could land the husband in hot water if he neglects to celebrate his wife's special day. While this isn't a written law in the formal sense, it's been passed down as part of Samoan cultural expectations. It's seen as a huge sign of disrespect to forget a birthday, and in some cases, it can lead to relationship troubles or even social backlash. It's a quirky and fun example of how cultural traditions and expectations can sometimes be enforced in unexpected ways. So, gentlemen, make sure to mark that birthday in your calendar. And we arrive at our final strange law in this video, and perhaps the weirdest one you could ever imagine. In Florida, it's illegal to pass wind in a public space after 6 p.m. on a Thursday? While this law is highly outdated, it was originally designed to keep public spaces dignified and orderly. The rule's absurdity makes it more of a legal curiosity than something actually enforced, but it's on the books in some municipalities. There's no known record of anyone being arrested for violating this law, but it sure does make you wonder, how did it even come to be? Regardless, if you're in Florida on a Thursday evening, be careful with your choice of food, as you'll want to keep your stomach in check. And there you have it, some of the strangest, most bizarre and unexpected laws from around the world. From chewing gum bans, keeping guinea pigs, to laws against frowning and passing wind. The world is full of weird and wonderful rules that make life just that little more interesting. Which of these laws surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mind-blowing facts every week. See you next time on What the Fact?